Hello and welcome to the Paul Rolls Fieldhouse in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, February 16th for Sport View's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Basketball 2018. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panther boys host the Westwood Wolverines on senior night. My name is Tom Emmons, and along courtside is HCAT's senior color man, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the Panthers beat Westwood in a close one earlier this season. Can Holliston complete the sweep on senior night tonight?
Well, boy, wouldn't that be nice to beat them not only on senior night, but in front of you, Tom, who was, But no, yes, they do have the opportunity to do that. They barely missed out on the state tournament this year, the boys did. And in fact, I think if they win tonight, they end up one game shy. So this is going to be their state tournament, basically. And you get to play your rival, and you get to play on senior night, and get to play in front of a big crowd. So if you ever have one time you want to come out and be really motivated to come out and play well, this should be the night.
Westwood comes into this game with a record of 8-11, 7-6 in the TVL. They average 55 points a game on offense. Their head coach, Steve St. Martin, is in his 8th season with the Wolverines. Holliston with a record of 7-11, 4-9 in the TVL, averaging 65 points of offense per game. Their head coach is Jenner Galster in her 5th season with the Panthers. We'll be back with the opening tip-off and starting lineups in just a moment. All right, now we've got the starting lineups for tonight. First, the Westwood Wolverines. Number 10, senior James Tavalone. Number 12, sophomore Jonathan Ing. Number 13, senior captain Reed Wilson. Number 14, freshman James McGowan. And number 32, senior captain Thomas Herbert. And now for your hometown Holliston Panthers. Number 12, senior captain Andrew Lynch. Number 11, senior captain Pat Jewett. Number 5, senior captain Dylan Kasarjian. And number 3, senior Zach Latifi. And number 32, senior Dan Dagnachu. We'll be back with the opening tip-off in just a moment. All right, starting lineup for the Panthers: Latifi, Kasarjian, Jewett, Lynch, and Dagnachu. Coach Galster going with a senior lineup here on senior night.
Yep, that's where you should be playing it, and that's exactly what she's doing.
First time these two teams met back in January on the 9th. Holliston got a 1-point win at Westwood, 59-58. Andrew Lynch led the Panthers and all scores with 25 points.
Yeah, and Andrew's been playing very well of late. Had some big scoring games here for Holliston.
Holliston's got the tap. Latifi drives, kicks it out to Dagnachu, baseline.
Count it.
3 is good.
That's how to open up senior night.
Sargent stops the drive. Corner 3, no good. Rebound Westwood. And he's fouled going to the basket. That's number 32, senior Thomas Herbert. First one is no good. Lisa, you get a nice shot of all those senior posters we're looking at right behind the basket there. 7 seniors of the Holliston Panthers. Herbert missed both of them, but he gets his own rebound.
Well, Westwood comes in with a little bit of size here.
3-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Scooped up by McGowan, the freshman. He lets another 3 go. This one's good.
Only a freshman.
So Coach St. Martin starting a freshman here on Panthers senior night. We're at 3, just underway.
Well, Westwood opens, looks like man-to-man.
Kasarjian's corner jumper no good. It's going to be Westwood ball.
Yeah, it's interesting starting the freshman, and you know that's he looks pretty smooth, to be honest with you. He has no problem throwing up threes, so he's certainly not going to be shy tonight.
Herbert with Lynch on him and forces him into a traveling call.
Yeah, nice defense by Holliston, playing very close up with the offensive players.
Holliston's pace on offense and defense is usually pretty staggering. Dagnachu on the drive, right-hander off the glass, no good. Rebound, Jewett. Putback is good by the senior.
5-3 Holliston, 6:16 left to go in the first quarter.
They go into Herbert again. Kicks it out, straight away 3, no good. Rebound by Lynch. 3-pointer by Latifi off the mark. Not sure. We didn't have a whistle. Had a player that got inadvertently hit in the eye.
I don't know. We got Steve here to tell us this. I don't know. You know, in the NBA, that you continue until there's a timeout or someone takes a timeout or something.
Looked like he went over to get checked by the athletic trainer, and she told the referee there was a foul.
Well, not sure what happened there. 5-3 Holliston up by 2, 5:52 left to go in the first quarter. I was going to say, you got to watch Dylan. Now Dylan will go back in. See, he'll back in, and he's giving the freshman some room there to shoot a 3.
Nice double team by the Panthers. Jewett and Latifi there just cornered Jonathan Ng. Latifi with the drive. Jumper.
7-3 Holliston by 4. 5:28 to go in the first.
McCowan quickly back. Another 3-pointer off the mark. Rebounded on the weak side by Riley. Westwood working with a fresh 30.
Holliston doing a nice job defensively. Nice job. Right in their face.
Baseline 3, no good.
Oh, there's a
Herbert kept it alive, but he was over the back. Good box out by Andrew Lynch.
Nice job there. And, you know, the last couple games I've been working with Steve, and what he's pointed out to me is they have 3 refs tonight. And the reason they have 3 refs in these last few weeks before the playoffs is to get them used to working 3 refs in a playoff game. So that was a nice call because he definitely got bumped.
Kasarjian into Dagnachu off the glass.
Count it!
And it's good. 5 points for Dan Dagnachu. Panthers by 6. Inside to Ng.
No.
Pat Jewett was right there. He had all ball, but
yeah, I think
quick call.
I think what happens when you slap down like that, I think might get, because it's from behind anyway, he might get the call. But when you go up, if you slap down, you're probably going to get that call, that foul. (9-4) Holliston by 5. Holliston now has 3 fouls already with 4:31 left to go in the first quarter.
Couple of seniors off the bench for Coach Galster. Number 4, Ryan Benko, and number 13, Emil Exelholm. So Ng hits them both, and Holliston's lead is 4 at 9-5.
Yeah, now Ng, he's only a sophomore. This is a pretty young team they're starting out here, Westwood.
Lynch steps inside the 3-point arc and buries a 2.
11-5, Holliston by 6. 4:12 left to go in the first. Holliston's really playing some good defense right now. Really playing some good defense.
Keeping Westwood on the outside. Dagnachuk, quick feet. Again, they're down to 8 on the shot clock. McCowan, no room. Desperation, straightaway 3, no good. Ing with the rebound on the loose ball.
And it did hit the rim, so to get a fresh 30.
Nice double team there, and the ball's
Holliston
loose.
Ball.
It's Holliston's.
11-5, Holliston by 6 points. 3:31 left to go in the first quarter. Holliston is putting on a defensive clinic right now.
Really, it's those quick feet, Jay, and they've been showing that double team, and it's really frustrated Westwood here to start the first quarter. Lynch kicks it out, wide open. Benko steps inside, outside. Lynch is open, buries the tray.
Very nicely done by Emil. Nice job by Benko and Exelom, and a beautiful passing. That's that inside-out passing that the three-point shooter loves to see. His feet are already in position to shoot the ball.
Holliston by 9. Drive taken away by Benko. Drops it off to Kasarjian. Steps around a double team. No look pass to Benko. Baseline won't go. Exelholm keeps it alive. Fresh 30 for the Panthers. Kasarjian in to out. Lynch.
In and out. Almost got me there. 14-5, Holliston by 9. 2:20 left to go in the first quarter.
See if Holliston get another takeaway here with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. McGowan in with the bigs, high off the glass, and he's going to go to the line.
That is exactly how you want to play it. If you're a little bit smaller player and you go in with the bigs, you play it high off the glass. You know, and the thing is, that's one of the things, you know, Kyrie Irving, who came to the Celtics, does that beautifully. And these kids, if you're going to watch somebody do that, watch him, because he's a great finisher around the rim. Just an incredible. I mean, that's what he came into college known as, and the pros known as. And these kids now get to see him, you know, 80 times a year.
McGowan with 6 points as he finishes the three-point play. Holliston's lead is 6. And they say Irving just practices that stuff.
He does.
Before
he's
game.
Amazing. That's what when he came into college. He was known as a finisher, and he does a nice job. Exelholm, not quite there.
McGowan jumps in and grabs his first rebound.
14-8, Holliston still by 6. 1:54 left to go in the first quarter. What great defense.
Holliston's just turning down those drives. Won't let the Wolverines in the paint. Put it into Hebert. He's got Exelholm with the hands up. Left-handed turnaround. Rattles
beautiful.
away in.
The little hook shot. They brought back the hook shot. I love that shot.
Lynch steps back into a 3, no good. And it's going to be Westwood ball as Coach Galster puts 3 fresh Panthers in. Number 14 is Topher Ryan. Number 33, Sean Jewett. And 23, sophomore Luke Campbell. 1:16 to go in the first quarter. Panthers by 4. McGowan, the three-pointer is good. That's his second of the quarter. He's got 9 points.
Well, and he got challenged by Luke Campbell. He got shot over Campbell. That's a good shot. That's nothing wrong defensively there for Holliston. That's that jab step. Trying to do the
European step?
Yeah, well, it is. The European step, I think, is just really a jab step on the move. You know, you hit that one and then come back. And I still can't tell the European step from a travel. Wow.
Three-pointer is good. Number 3, Patrick Riley.
And
his first basket.
Westwood takes the lead by 2, 16-14, 30, coming up on 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
11 straight points by the Wolverines. And they've got a turnover with 24 seconds to go. Shot clock is off here in the first quarter. McGowan steps back with 12 seconds left in the period.
They'll start their move with about 7 seconds.
Straightaway 3 off the front of the rim. Westwood gets it back, no shot. And that's the end of the first quarter, and Westwood on an 11-0 run leads the Panthers 16-14. That brings us to Coach's Corner at the end of the first quarter, brought to you by the Holliston High School Tiny House Project.
Yeah, the Tiny House Project. Now what this is a bunch of the classes here in the high school getting together to build a tiny house. They're building it on a trailer. For those of you who don't know what a tiny house is, it's exactly what it sounds like, a tiny house that somebody buys and lives in. And they can move this house around, kind of, it's on a trailer and everything. And they've got several of the classes here in the high school, the modeling class and the construction class, looking at participating in this. And really, this is what I love, because I'm not big on learning. I'm big on learning and applying. And they're applying what they learned here. So they're doing very well with this. And you get some
great donations from Brian Cheever and Ashland Lumber, Holliston's True Value Hardware Store. Mark Deliker, Jason Green is doing the plumbing, Fran Colantonio, and Home Depot down in Bellingham. Andrew Higgins is doing the video of the project through the communications class, and they're looking for an electrician, some appliances, and any donations to defray the cost. Contact Jenna Galster at galsterj@holliston.k12.ma.us.
Blocked by Emil. Just to get back to that for a second, what they're doing is for, obviously, this is being done to teach the kids in the school, and when they sell the house, however they do it, they will, then if they can pay back any of the donations, they'll pay them back, and hopefully this is something that they'll be sustainable, and they can do it year in and year out here at Holliston. And they try and get all the classes involved, like the English class, the French and Spanish immersion class, all those classes. They're trying to get everybody involved. So great project, great idea. I really think it's super. Get a hold of Jenna Galster if you can. Get a hold of Jenna if you can. Donate your time as a electrician or whatever.
Topher Ryan.
Yeah, to Emil.
Drove to the basket, drove the defense, laid it off to the big guy. And Exelholm with his first bucket of the night.
The biggie.
Ties it at 16. Ryan almost took that one away. In with the European jump, and that does not count.
See, now people say, what is European? What it does is, if you're dribbling down, say you're dribbling down, and you get a big step to the left, and then you get the ball in your hand, go to the right, and go. And it's something the European players brought into the league, and that's why they call it the European step. It's really just a jab step on the move.
It's when old school guys like us look at the play and say that's traveling and they don't call it.
Right.
That's what I call a European step.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I think it is too.
Turnaround, no good. Exelholm
up high,
cleans the glass.
Up high.
Sean Jewett drives high off the glass
and
rolls
one.
Home.
And won 18-16. Holliston by 2, 6:23 left to go in the first half.
Sean Jewett had 17 points in the last 2 weeks against Dover Sherburne, the junior.
Well, when you're losing this many seniors, Tom, you got a lot of rebuilding to do next year.
And he completes the three-point play.
But it's good to have these 3 or 4 kids here that are on the floor right now that you can count on next year.
Holliston 19-16 as we're here in the second quarter. 6:16 to go. Herbert on Exelholm straight up.
See, I don't. I'm not sure.
Nothing else you can do.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it's just the bringing the arms down just a little bit, if that's what does it. Because really, that's your property there. That they.
Herbert was initiating the body contact.
Yeah. Verticality says you own from the floor straight up to the roof. That in your little zone there, so you should be able to play defensively that way. And offensively.
Coach Galster with 4 new Panthers in. Number 2, Henry Naughton. Number 3, Zach Latifi.
Dylan Kassargian come back.
Dylan Kassargian, number 5, and number 12, Andrew Lynch. Herbert hits the second one. He's got 3 points. 6:04 to go in the second quarter. Panthers by 2. Kasarjian.
Oh, what a pretty move.
Right, left, drives, finger roll, no good. So close.
Yeah, beautiful move by Dylan.
Ing with the right hand, no good, gets his own rebound. Fresh 30 for the Westwood. Straightaway 3 by McGowan, nothing but net.
Boy,
that's
oh
his
boy.
third.
Well, now you know why he's starting. He's a shooter. 2019, Holliston down by 1, 5:20 left to go in the first quarter, the first half. He's a shooter, Tom, and he also handles the ball very well. You know, doesn't look at the ball when he's dribbling, looks for his teammates. Seems to pass very well.
Lynch
for
goes
2.
up to the glass and lays it in with the right hand.
Gives Holliston the lead again by 1.
Lynch.
But if you watch this kid McGowan play, he's pretty basketball savvy, especially as a freshman. That's going to be a big help for Westwood going forward.
Another 3-pointer by Riley. Herbert with the rebound. Holliston by 1. Herbert turns, right hand, rolls it in.
Nice drop step by Herbert. And Lynch is doing a good job on him too. It's he's just that much bigger.
Naughton looking inside. Wings it around the top to Sean Jewett. Steps back. Jump shot. Long rebound. Taken by Ing. And timeout. Westwood with 4:16 to go in this first half. Holliston trailing by 1.
Well, it's a good half, and Holliston's played very well defensively. They had a little bit of a lull there at the end of the first quarter offensively, but defensively they're playing very well.
Well, Andrew Lynch leading the Panthers with 7 points, his season high, 26 in a win against Hopkinton earlier this year. The senior captain's been averaging 17 points a game for Holliston.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, he's an all-around player. He played defense. He's a good rebounder. Does a really nice job, really, to lead this ball club. They're gonna miss these seniors. I mean, Dylan's been around a while, and in Emil, I mean, if Emil had one more year, Tom, I think he'd be incredible. I really do. I think one more year of tutoring or one more year of playing and learning, because he has really, grown. Not using as a pun, but he's.
His game has grown.
It really has
so much since last year.
And he's so smooth, and he doesn't overextend or anything. He doesn't do anything. He does everything so nice and easy and smooth that sometimes you don't know how hard he's working because it looks so smooth. But he's out there working and bumping and grinding with these guys. And boy, I really wish he had one more year. All these kids, it'd be kind of nice they all have 1 year. I bet you Coach Galston wish he did too.
Herbert with Galt. Little help from Latifi, got a piece of the ball. Lynch comes away with it. It's a nice stop by the Panthers. Lynch, jump shot. Off the mark. Riley quickly up, turned away by Naughton.
And boy, he is good. I'll tell you, the freshman. And I'll tell you, Dylan had his hand right in his face.
His third in a row, fourth tray of the game for McGowan.
Yeah, and they're not bouncing around either. They're going right in.
He's got 15 points here in the first half. Sargian for a 3. It's good. And the senior captain with his first basket of the night. He led the Panthers with 21 points in a win against Cardinal Spellman, averaging 13 points a game. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Holliston trailing by 1.
He's amazing.
But McGowan, again, his 5th tray of the half.
Yeah, and what he's doing, Tom, is he's catch and shoot. That's really tough to. Oh, what a tremendous pick by Jewett. What a beautiful pick. Oh.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Kasarjian. as Dagnachuk 32 and Benko number 4 check in for Holliston. 2:43 to go. Holliston trails by 4.
Pat Jewett with a great pick there. Hey, Holliston's going to have to now clamp down a little bit more on McGowan.
Ing with Lynch on him, goes both and hit.
Travel. Yeah.
Nice job by Lynch.
Yeah, and that's what he can do. You know, Lynch is, you know, not just a good all-around player; he's a very smart player. And you know, you can be an athlete and play basketball, or you can be a basketball player and be an athlete, and that's what he is. He's a basketball player who also happens to be an athlete.
Deep three by
Bang!
Lynch, and he nails it.
Thank you, right on cue. 27-28. Holliston only down by 1. 2:15 left in the first half.
10 points by the senior captain. Latifi cleans the glass.
Nice
Quickly
outlet.
up to Benko. They got some numbers. Dagnachuk knocked away quickly by Riley.
Yeah, Dan got caught a little bit in the middle there of a drive or a shoot.
Well, Westwood was rushing back because Holliston was a little ahead on that break. 1:49 to go in the half. Holliston trails by 1. Benko on McGowan. Straightaway 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound by Latifi, and he is fouled.
Yeah, you got to be careful with McGowan. Now McGowan's got a lot of moves and everything, so you got to be careful. You don't want to watch the ball when he has the ball in his hands. You want to kind of watch his midsection, watch like where his belly button is, because he can't go anywhere without that. You can fake all day if you want, but you can't go anywhere with your belly button. So
that sounded like something Coach Keogh would say.
Well, Coach Keogh's smart, you know, and that's what, you know, that's really what you have to do. And you know, the old stuff
still works.
Still works. I mean,
Lynch.
Oh, what a pretty move!
Up off the glass, and he is fouled.
No, they're calling it a travel.
That was a European step, ref.
You're really into Euro steps tonight.
Euro steps. Well, isn't there exchange rate? Shouldn't you get like
an extra
1.4 or something?
See, this is good. Now that's what Ryan Benko's doing is watching.
Oh, quick hands by Lynch, but Westwood keeping it.
Oh, great steal
10
by
on the
Latifi.
shot clock, and then Latifi's got the ball. Latifi spin move into Ing off the glass. No good. Good idea.
Holliston down by 1, 28-27. 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Very entertaining first half.
Dagnachuk on Riley.
Now, this is where they should be trying to shoot here to get 2 for 1.
Stops the drive. McGowan just goes for the shot, and nothing but net. His 6th-3. Somebody cool him off.
Well, they're trying, and, you know, they're not playing poorly on defense against him. I think what you got to make him do is you got to get him tired, and you got to just run at him, and when he's covering you on offense, you just got to run all over the place and get him tired out. Get those legs tired.
14 seconds left in the half. Westwood by 4. Riley, stopped by Lynch. McGowan, deep 3, no good.
Yep.
Popped up out of bounds. It's going to be Westwood ball with 0.2 seconds to go.
What did they tell Rocky about that Russian? He's only a man. McGowan, the freshman's played a great first half. He almost did it again.
No good on the corner 3. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. Westwood leading the Panthers 31-27. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. All right, teams are out for the second half. And the story of the first half is freshman James McGowan, number 14 for Westwood. 21 points, 6 of 8 from three-point land. His only other basket was a natural three, layup and foul. The kid's been on fire. One of only 4 Wolverines have scored.
What's that saying? And the child shall lead them?
Yeah. Well, number 14's been leading him for the Panthers. 7 Panthers are in the scoring column, led by number 12, Andrew Lynch, with 10. Dan Dagnachu with 5 for the Panthers. Exelholm blocked from behind. It'll be Holliston ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Galster starts Benko, Latifi, Dagnachu, Exelholm, and Lynch here to start the second half.
Well, McGowan, you know, it serves Holliston well to have a balanced attack, because if you're one shooter and you're shooting that many threes, you live by the 3, you die by the 3 sometimes, you know. So that may be good news for Holliston. We'll see.
4 on the shot clock. Lynch able to square up off the front of the rim, though, no good. And here comes McGowan with Benko on him. Quick shot from the free throw line, and he misses.
Too close for him. 31-27, Holliston down by 4.
Lynch going to the basket. And another offensive foul against Holliston. That's their 3rd.
You know, it's kind of funny, too, because Andrew, he was going to his right, which means that he was trying to avoid the player.
Exactly.
How do you hit the player unless they're going with you?
McGowan across the top. Dagnachu stops the drive, but the jump shot by Reed Wilson is good.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We got the 2 quarterbacks out here from the football teams
That's
tonight.
right, Benko and Wilson.
Nice inlet. Count it for Emil.
Exelholm with the hoop and the foul.
You see how soft that was? See how it's just really pretty. He gets up there. He's not slamming things around. He gets up, lays it kind of off the board. Very nicely done, and a great pass. I think that might have been passed by Benko, as a matter of fact.
Coach Galster asking for a little clarification on that offensive foul. Exelholm completes the 3-point play. 5 points for the senior.
Yeah, natural 3. 33-30. Holliston down by 3. 6:43 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Exelholm's season high is 13 against a win over Dedham.
Nice. Oh, what are you going to call this on?
Dagnachu looked like he fronted him up, but guess he had his hand on his hip.
Well, he might have. I thought Dan
second
did a nice
foul on the Panthers here to start the second half.
Yeah, I thought he did a nice job. I thought Dan was coming out towards the ball. But you can't see all the way over there sometimes.
Benko on McGowan. Steps up now. He picked up the ball. Hard shot, pass across the top.
That's just a senior frustrating the freshman, and that's what you want to do. Get him a little bit frustrated.
Step back jumper by Reed Wilson, and he's back-to-back. He's got 4 points.
Yeah, and Reed, he wasn't in the ball game for a lot of the first half because he got hit in the eye.
Baseline jumper by Lynch. Rims out. Dagnachu was up high, but missed the rebound. Holliston trails by 5 as we start the second half. Wilson with Dagnachu on him. No-look pass across the top.
You know, they're going to play that mismatch.
Wilson, baseline, out top. Taken, intercepted by Benko. Benko steps around McGowan, but couldn't get it to drop. Gets the ball back. Still plenty of time on the shot clock.
Oh, just missed. 35-30, Holliston down 5. 5:19 left to go in the 3rd.
Benko was working hard defensively and offensively, and Wilson drops a 3, his 3rd straight basket. He's got 7 points, and there's an 8-point lead by Westwood. Latifi stopped on the baseline, tries to get it into Exelholm, knocked away.
That's too low, and what has to happen is Emil has to have his hands up high, and he has to hit him up high. If he's surrounded by 3 guys like that, you can't hit him down low.
Wilson takes a
That was
jumper,
blocked.
but
That was blocked.
Lynch got a
So
piece
was
of
that.
it.
Oh. He's just calling everything. I mean, you know. He's into. I think what's
He had a
happening.
good position there.
Yeah, they're anticipating. I think a lot of times when you see things like that, you're just kind of anticipating that he's fouling him. He's just so tall that, you know, if he bends towards the ball, I guess they'll call it. But
Herbert to the line. His first one rims out. Coach Galster sends in a fresh 5. Sean Jewett, Pat Jewett, Topher Ryan, Luke Campbell, and Dylan Kasarjian in for the Panthers. 4:33 to go in the third quarter. Westwood by 8. Herbert gets his 6th point.
39-30, Holliston quickly down 9 now. And Westwood with a little full court pressure as they go back into their man defense.
Kasarjian back to Campbell. Campbell needs some help. Sean Jewett steps back, rims out, rebound Westwood. Wilson turns down the shot to McGowan, and another tray.
Yeah, well, you can't let him heat up now. He's getting a little frustrated earlier. Branko had him covered pretty nicely. There's a double.
Kasarjian able to get it to Ryan.
Nice
Up
inlet.
and under. Pat Jewett can't get the ball to drop for him.
And they've missed 4 or 5 underneath like that. The layups just missed just a little bit. You know, we're talking to Steve Hedrick at halftime, and he kind of suggested it may not be a bad idea is to kind of maybe throw a double on McGowan when he comes out.
Pat Jewett drops it off for
Count it!
Ryan.
Oh, what
High
a
off the
beautiful
glass.
play. Oh, my, what a play by Jared
What
and
a
Ryan.
pass by Pat Jewett.
Beautiful pass by Pat, and how to finish coming underneath.
Holliston down by 10. Reed Wilson kicks it across.
Good D.
Topher Ryan able to knock the ball away. On the ground, Wilson with the takeaway.
Oh, what a
Stolen
play.
back by Campbell. Campbell up off the glass. Won't go.
Yeah, getting one of those little bunnies that they just can't get it. Just missing out a little bit there. 42-32. Holliston down 10, 2:38 left to go in the third quarter. There's a double. That's what Steve was talking about there.
Wilson with Pat Jewett on him. And so McGowan and Reed Wilson forced to turn the ball away.
Travel, nice. That's another double.
That was Kasarjian and Ryan stepping up there. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Panthers down by 10. They need a bucket here.
Well, they've had their chances, and, you know, they're just missing, just not quite finishing on probably 6 or 7 layups tonight.
Three-pointer is good. Sean Jewett buries it. 6 points for the junior.
Now he's got to play some defense here on McGowan.
McGowan, left-handed drive. Bounces it across to Riley. In goes baseline into a double team. And is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, what happened was Luke Campbell did a nice job. He was
was
help.
off the ground.
Yeah, and he was helping. He was coming. He just got to the spot a little bit late. But that's the right idea. You want to get in there and double him down low. 43-35. Holliston down 8 with 1:48 left to go in the third.
King hasn't missed tonight. Oh.
That a boy. Joe Castiglione.
Yeah. Oh, you caught that, did you?
That's
Put the whammy on
That's
him.
worked a couple times with fumbles, too,
Hey,
with you. You must be...
If Holliston wins by 1, you count the whammy.
You must be in with somebody. I don't know. There's a double now. Now they're full court pressure.
Ryan, 3-point. Bang! He is good. 5 points for the sophomore.
43-38. Holliston cuts that lead right in half now. It's down to 5 with a minute and a half left to go.
So for Ryan, his season high 15 against Norton this year. Holliston pulls within 5. McGowan misses.
Well, yeah.
And a foul over the back, you think?
Holliston ball. Oh, it's Westwood ball.
I guess he stepped on the line.
That time,
wow. Riley was flying in there.
That was just good defense on McGowan, who's coming out of the game now, and Reed comes in. That was really good defense. What it did is it forced him to go to his left, and he wasn't comfortable doing that, and he just put up a shot that went far right. So nice job defensively that time by Holliston. Nice steal.
Steal by Sean Jewett. Just took it away from Riley.
Dylan.
Kasarjian gets tripped. Foul called. He hit the ground hard. Senior captain bounces back up. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Dylan has had a heck of a career for Holliston here in basketball, and he's a big part of that state tournament team last year.
They're not shooting yet. We couldn't get the shot off because he was headed to the floor.
There's another foul.
Handoff, Sean to Pat. He drives to the basket and draws the foul. That'll be the 4th on Westwood, 4 for each team.
Hopefully, isn't he shooting? Isn't that a shooting foul?
I guess they got him before the shot.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Whatever.
Down to a minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
Nice move by Campbell.
Campbell into the paint.
Counted
off
it
the
one.
Glass, and that one he is be shooting.
Yeah. Well, I love those natural threes, and that's what Holliston's doing right now. 43-40. Holliston's only down 3 now. They cut 7 points off that big lead. Nice
Luke
job.
Campbell calmly finishes the 3-point play.
40. I'm sorry, go ahead.
His season high is 11 in the win over Framingham earlier this year.
Holliston down 2, 43-41.
Reed Wilson, no good. Riley sneaks in there for the rebound. Sean Jewett gets his hands on it. And it's going to be a jump ball. Holliston arrow.
I like that. Sean went right after it.
The arrow is... They're going to give the ball to Westwood. Now, I guess they flipped the arrow before I looked up.
Yep. Steps. Not counting. Oh,
got
nice
it from
D.
behind by Campbell. Campbell got a fingernail on that one. Pat Jewett into the paint, kicks it out, and we got an offensive foul as Ing takes the charge. I always like to take the charge. I couldn't jump up there with the big guys, but you do kind of anticipate some of the guys coming in the paint and just a step in the right direction.
So what you're saying is you couldn't move well.
No, no.
Holliston down 2, 43-41 with 15 seconds left to go in the 3rd.
Holliston was down as much as 10 or 11, and they've battled back here, right here at the end of the 3rd. Herbert misses the first one.
So Holliston will get a chance with either the rebound or the made shot here to at least possibly have a tie with a 3-point shot. Or
Herbert gets the second one. He's got 7 points. Westwood by 3. 14 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Foul on the baseline.
That's the 6th foul on Westwood.
Holliston will inbound with 2.7 seconds to go.
They're putting him at the line?
Now.
Ooh. Wow.
We're going to have the New York office look at this. What do you think about that, Steve?
Well, you know what this is? This is like in football with what's a catch. This is what's a foul. Or what's a shooting foul. But we'll take it. 44-42. Holliston down 2. Holliston down
Campbell
1.
pulls Holliston within 1.
Got us press here. Full court press. Nice job. Nice job.
And that shot no good. At the end of the third quarter, Westwood leads Holliston by 1, 44-43. And it's time for This Week in the Tri-Valley League. Brought to you by HABA, providing quality programs for boys and girls, grades K through 8th. And check out hollistonbasketball.com for more information. Well, the JV game was a close one, came right down to the wire. Holliston missed a few threes right at the end, but lost by 1, 49-48 to Westwood. Leading scorer was Aiden Jewett with 17 and Spencer Merkin with 13 for the Panthers.
And they came back from a big deficit, too.
The Holliston girls are playing at Westwood. I was trying to get a score on that. I don't have it. They are 10-9, and they have punched their ticket to the playoffs, which will get announced next week. Also, the Holliston hockey team is in action tonight against Medfield. They're trailing 2-1, but the Panthers, with a record of 12-5-1, are going to the playoffs and should have a good seed in Division III.
You know, Tom, maybe explain for a second, because I didn't even realize this. You would explain to me how Holliston basketball, the girls' basketball, is going to the Central Mass.
Yeah, they're in Central, too. All the Tri-Valley League is, really. Holliston won that third quarter, 16-13, and trailed by 1, and they've got the ball here to start the fourth quarter. Well, turnover there, unfortunate against the Panthers.
Yeah, and they're calling that a lot. I'm not saying this is wrong. They are calling that a lot this year. If you do that move, that fake and step, and it's something you see a lot at all levels of basketball. They're calling it, so it's something that the players should know about.
Holliston slaps a double team on Herbert.
Yeah, slap's the right word. I heard that from here. Wow, 46-43. Holliston down 3. Westwood goes into their press.
Sort of a soft press.
Nice.
Inside of Kasarjian off the grass.
Oh, is that pretty? Dylan Kasarjian.
Pat Jewett with another great pass into the paint.
Pat Jewett is putting the ball exactly where you're supposed to put it, exactly where these shooters want it. But nice finish by Dylan.
Holliston within 1. McGowan swings it into Herbert. He looks at a double team, kicks it out to McGowan, and a 3-pointer.
There he goes again.
He's 8 for 9, 8 for 11 from 3-point land. And McGowan on the ground with Sean Jewett. That'll be Westwood ball on the arrow. No, they're calling. So possession arrow for Westwood. Westwood by 4, 6:35 to go here in the game.
Well, notice what the Westwood coach did at about 3/4 of the way through that third quarter. Nice
Sean
steal.
Jewett to the floor, takes it away from McGowan.
Boy, he is playing out of his mind defensively tonight. Jewett is. Sean Jewett.
Skip pass to Campbell. Nice.
Oh, give and go.
Pat Jewett.
That's how you run a
Campbell.
give and go. That's exactly how you run a give and go. Beautifully done by Holliston to cut the lead down to only 2 points now for Westwood.
7 points for Luke Campbell. And rebound by Topher Ryan.
Yeah, and he looked down and very wisely held on to the ball. Flying down. Get it there. Oh.
And Campbell goes up and is fouled. Nice hustle there by the sophomore forward.
So let's see, is this shooting 2 or just a 1-and-1? Shooting 2, yep. 49-47, Holliston down by 2. Campbell will be shooting 2. Nicely done. Nicely done. 49-48. And there you go.
Holliston claws its way back to tie this at 49. 5:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Luke Campbell with 9 points. Reed Wilson with an open baseline 3. That's his second of the game. He's got 10 points. See if Holliston can answer here. Ooh. Out of bounds, Westwood ball.
Yeah, that was the pass was a little off by Patrick, but Jewett. But Patrick, that's a great idea. That was a great look because if the ball was a little bit lower, he would hit another great assist for another possible 2-point shot by Holliston.
Ing fights his way inside and muscles it up for a basket, and he'll go to the line. Coach Gallster counters with Exelholm and Lynch. That's the 4th personal foul on Pat Jewett.
Yeah, and
Coach Gallster wants to protect him.
Well, with 5 minutes left in the game, I'm sure he needs a rest, number one. But with 4 fouls, you just tell the guy go out and play as hard as you can. Holliston down by 6, 55-49 with 5 minutes left to go in regulation.
Kasarjian looking for an opening, steps back, blocked. Exelholm helps him out. Straightaway 3, rattles out. Holliston working hard. McGowan with Sean Jewett on him, kicks it over to Wilson. That's 80% of the Westwood offense right there, and those two guys. Riley's shot is good, and he drops his second 3. Coach Gallster wants a timeout as Westwood moves ahead by 9 with 4:23 to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, they fought back from 10, and now they got to do it again from 9. And I think at this point of the game, I think you just get as aggressive as you possibly can. I'd go full court man-to-man press, and I'd run all over the place and just keep shifting your players in and out, and just don't give any rest at all to Westwood.
Got to hope that Holliston bench depth could stay fresh by just again keeping their foot on the floor for this last 4:23.
Yeah, and the problem is that you've got to score, and you got to score quickly. So one of the best ways to do that is drive in and hopefully get a foul, and you can score with no time coming off the clock. 4:23 left to go in regulation. Holliston down by 9.
Westwood on a 14-6 run here in the fourth quarter. Holliston's just got to answer. Lynch will inbound.
Yeah, Westwood's going to press. Now, they haven't had, as you said earlier, Tom, it's been kind of a soft press, but it looks like they're doing it again.
Sort of man up.
Yeah.
Make Holliston think about it.
But it's not a bad idea because, now you put the stress on all the way down the court. Oh, they hit the roll there. They hit a meal.
Lynch is shot off the rim. McGowan with the ball. Corner 3 is good. Riley with another one. That's his 3rd tray. He's got 9 points.
61-49. Holliston now is up against a 12-point deficit with 3:45 left to go.
Inside of Exelholm, out of bounds, Holliston.
And now you see Westwood really picking it up defensively.
13 trays for the Wolverines.
Well, normally, like I said, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And
10 on the shot clock.
But sometimes the 3 just keeps going in, and that's what's happened tonight. And really, it hasn't been bad defense by Holliston.
Campbell drives baseline.
Emil. Oh.
Campbell got fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's the 8th personal foul, putting Holliston in the bonus. And that is the 3rd foul on Herbert, number 32. Latifi in for Kasarjian. 3:25 to go in the 4th quarter.
Great hustle, great hustle.
And jump ball,
Holliston
possession
ball.
arrow, Panthers. So after the Campbell miss, Jewett and Campbell hustle in there to get the ball.
61-50, still a 4-possession game here with 3:20 left to go in regulation.
Holliston will get a fresh 30 as they inbound.
Yeah, but they don't want to use all 30 because they want to get the shot off as quickly as possible.
Latifi's got an open 3. Exelholm with the rebound. Nice job with the position by the big guy. That's Hebert's 4th foul. That should be. Oh, the foul's on Riley.
It's his 3rd.
Holliston being aggressive, bringing the ball to the hoop.
Ooh, almost rebounded by Lynch there.
Holliston down by 11. Needs a stop here.
Now we're going to see here how coach wants to play it for Westwood. If he's going to just run a little time off the clock here, or if he's going to still be aggressive coming in.
And Holliston forcing Westwood outside. McGowan brings it into Ing. Nice job by Sean Jewett from behind.
Yeah.
And this one's going to be a Westwood.
Unfortunately, they get the ball right back.
Well, but they don't get a fresh 30. There's 1 second on the shot clock. 1 second on the shot clock for Westwood. And Holliston called for the foul.
2:38 left to go in this ball game. 61-50.
Ings now hit 2 in a row. After the miss. And that's his 3rd. Didn't work. Westwood by 13. 2:35 to go. Exelholm out for a pick. Across the top to Lynch. Latifi looks inside. Skip pass to Campbell. But he's out of bounds.
Actually, that was Sean Jewett.
Oh, Sean Jewett. Sorry.
I know,
In comes Benko and Kasarjian. 2:22 to go. Holliston's up on the defense right now.
Coach
See if they can.
Coach Galtz has got his seniors in there. And
Wilson with Lynch on him.
Yeah, they're going to try and milk this clock.
To get it into Herbert. Nice job by Exelholm. Inside. Herbert crashes the boards and puts one off the glass for the hoop.
65-50, Holliston down 15. Well, tough way for these seniors to end this, but Lynch.
Inside Exelholm, and he's fouled.
He'll be shooting too. It's tough, really tough way for these guys to end it, but they've had a good career. They've had, back-to-back state playoffs, right? They made the last 2 years.
Right.
State playoffs. And So you're losing 7, very valuable kids here, and got 4 or 5 of them coming back.
Holliston down 65-51.
I don't think you're going to see Westwood shoot until there's just a few seconds on the clock.
Jump shot, half was blocked. Kasarjian ahead to Latifi. Hand came in from Riley, and he's going to be called for the foul.
It looks like he'll be shooting 2 either way because there's 10 fouls. So.
The foul was on 13.
Zach Latifi, the senior, makes the first, 65-52.
Zach's season high was 10 points against Medfield earlier this year.
And he makes them both.
4 points for the senior. Foul on Holliston.
Holliston down 12, 65-53, 1:12 left to go in this ball game.
Timeout. Holliston with 1:12 to go. Westwood up 66-53. Well, Holliston, they were down 4 at the half. They clawed within 1 at the end of the third quarter. We were tied at 49. Still putting in that same effort. And then Westwood got hot with like 4 threes right in a row. And that just gave them that lead that Holliston hasn't been able to answer.
And it's tough to keep coming back and coming back and coming back. You work so hard and you get all the way back. And I believe they even tied the game. And then a couple threes, and it's kind of sometimes the team will just say, "Oh, what else do we have to do?" But then they didn't. They stopped. They came back, and they came back again. Then it happened again. So it's a tough thing psychologically for any team at any level.
Holliston hockey tied it up 2-2 against Midfield in the third period.
There you go. You'll be doing some state games there, won't you?
Yeah, we'll be going to follow the playoff games, and the girls, as soon as that seating's announced next week, we'll be following the girls. Basketball team. Grace DeZindelet closing in on 1,000 career points to join the new banner of honor.
Yeah, ironically enough, we put the banner up just this year. And there's
Grace said, "Couldn't you just wait a few minutes for me?"
And there may also be another name going up there, Allen Pond.
A blast from the way past.
Played back in the 1920s.
Straightaway 3 by Kasarjian, no good. We're down to a minute to play. Benko takes it away ahead to Kasarjian.
Count it.
Senior lays it in for the basket.
And timeout Holliston.
So timeout Holliston, 46 seconds to go. Holliston within 11 at 66-55. Holliston with 9 players in the scoring column tonight. Coach Gallster's been going to her bench quite a bit.
Yeah, well, they're playing hard, and you have to. That's what I love about playing full court man-to-man pressure, or at least man-to-man pressure all over the place in a running offense, an attacking offense, because no one's ever going to complain about coming out of the game. You're gonna have everyone on your bench is involved, everyone's playing, everyone's going. Now to do that, you really have to have a deep bench, and you have to have confidence in your deep bench. And a lot of times you have younger kids there, but like Westwood's doing tonight, they're playing a lot of young kids, and I'll tell you what, their future for that team, if these kids stay there and don't go to like in a Zavarian or something like that. Those kids stay there. He's got a heck of a team coming back next year in Westwood.
Wilson inbounds it to Herbert. Dagnachu with the quick foul on Riley. That's going to send him to the line.
Until now, everyone's shooting 2 on every foul. That's Holliston's 10th foul of the half. Makes the first, 67-55. Holliston down 12. 42 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Exelholm with the rebound. Three-pointer by Latifi is good. Another timeout, Holliston. So 7 points for Zach Latifi. Holliston needed that. After the one free throw made, they are pulled within 9 points with 33 seconds to go.
Well, once again, we salute the 7 seniors tonight.
We salute.
Salute the 7 seniors.
Tool time.
Yeah. Tim. Zach Latifi, Ryan Benko.
Do you want to be Tim or you want to be Al?
I'm probably Al. I'm more than likely Al. Dylan Kasajian, Patrick Jewett, Andrew Lynch, Emil Exelholm, and Dan Dagnachu. Good 7 guys who've played their hearts out this year and also in the past years. And it's
A plus for, effort. This team does not take any plays off.
Right.
The feet are moving. Offense, defense is not for lack of effort, really.
Yep.
For Holliston, and you really got to applaud that. This is a team that does not give up. And Pat Jewett with the foul. That'll be his 5th.
Yeah.
So Kasargin come in for Pat Jewett as he fouls out.
Yeah, it's got 30 seconds here to.
Now McGowan has made 8 3-pointers, but he's only made, now he's only made 2 free throws. McGowan makes them both. 29 points for the freshman. Lynch.
Count it!
Another 3-pointer and another timeout.
All of a sudden, this is just a 3-possession game. There's only 24 seconds left, but you got to play that foul and then 3 ball game here. Can't let them get any time off the clock. As soon as they get the ball, you're going to have to foul them. What you want to do here is play everybody as close as you can and maybe force that 5-second rule.
Holliston within 8 with 24 seconds to go. This is how you got to play this chess game down the stretch.
Yeah. Well, and actually right now, Tom, this is the easiest part of the game, really, because they get the ball. If you try to prevent that inbound, as soon as they get it, you foul them. Walk down the end, they get a free throws, whatever. You get the rebound, hopefully, and come down here, and that's the hard part when you come down into your offensive end. But defensively, this is like pretty easy. You just, as soon as they get it, you foul them. But you should always try and get that 5-second count.
Westwood into McGowan. He's cornered in a double team. Jump ball.
Jump ball, Holliston ball, right?
So only 3 seconds off the clock, and actually, the Panthers are going to be inbounding.
Yep. (69-61). Holliston down 8.
Lynch steps up. 3-pointer. Holliston within 5 points.
The clock is just running.
Nine seconds to go. So Westwood used just about all of their 5 seconds to inbound that ball.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of don't believe they didn't use the whole thing, to be honest with you. but they didn't. 9 seconds left. 69-64. Holliston only down 5.
Riley to the line to shoot 2. He hasn't missed yet.
Now that one shot doesn't make that much of a difference. It's still a 2-possession game. This is the one that's going to be tough.
He missed it. Lynch ahead to Kasarjian. 3-pointer. No good. Benko with the rebound. Kasarjian with another bomb. It's no good at the buzzer, and that'll do it. Holliston hustling at the end, but Westwood with the win, 70-64. So a tough night for the Panthers on senior night. Leading scorer, all scorers, freshman James McGowan with 29. For the Panthers, it was Andrew Lynch with 16, Luke Campbell with 10, Dylan Kasarjian with 7, Zach Latifi with 7, Sean Jewett with 6, Dan Dagnachu, Topher Ryan, and Emil Exelholm with 5 apiece. Pat Jewett with an incredible effort to go with his 2 points and some awesome assists that we some highlight films.
Beautiful passes, just beautiful passes, and you know it's kind of sad to go out with a 6-point loss, but the way you talked about this, Tom, so eloquently, that they come back and they come back and they come back and they just don't give up. And
well, they got one more game on Monday, Jay.
Yep.
Over at Cardinal Spellman, but again, this was a special one.
This was
senior night against Westwood.
Okay, we want to thank the lovely Lisa up top there. Nice job, Lisa, and Steve Hedrick here doing all our scorekeeping for us. Of course, Tom, you did a great job.
Taking pictures of all the seniors and their families.
Yep. And Tom, nice job, Tom. Final score, Holliston 70.
Westwood 70.
Holliston 64. Wishful thinking. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.